to build up my name in Manhattan. I didn't expect it to get as big as it did. It got huge.
Right.
Lines wrapped around the corner week for week for week.
Right.
You could walk through anywhere in Lower Manhattan and people say, who you going to see on? You going to see Jaguar.
Yeah, and you said you built that up from being the person that was first and everybody end up wanting to see you to the point where you had the headline.
I had to go on last.
Right, you had the headline.
The Roots management didn't make me the headliner.
Right.
The owner of the club did.
Right.
Because the bar was losing money because every time I got off stage, the club emptied out.
Right.
They had to put me on last. It was a smart business decision.
So from that, right, I know Meg Thee Stallion, she had a quote that said, Black women are so unprotected, right? And just hearing your story, it sounds like the same case. Like nobody.
It's not just Black women either.
No, that's true. That's a fact. But me being a Black person, I'm just gonna target.
I got it. But you know what though? I'm gonna tell you something right now. When a woman gets raped, it doesn't matter what fucking color she is.
Oh, okay. So that's
hurt pussy is hurt pussy.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Ain't got shit to do with color.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Because they'll rape a Black one, they'll rape a white one, they'll rape an Asian one, and then guess what? Some of these women have children from their rapes. Okay, and now you got a mixed kid who's confused.
All right, here we go.
America doesn't like old people.
That's great. So that whole experience, like you said, that's some deep thing. Rape, that's deep. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
And when he's ready to talk about it all.
This shit.
All right, let's go ahead and go to a different one. What I wanted you guys to see was the narcissist in the element. So I wanted to go to the beginning. Now that interview right there is where she airs out Common, the Roots, and that's when she starts to tell these sensational. Tyler Kweli. That's when she starts to tell these sensational stories, right? And I want you to pay attention to how she's in her element, meaning that she's calm right now. I'm not saying that if you want to know someone, you should piss them off or nothing like that, but you get to really know someone when they're not getting what they want from you, from a situation, right? So in the videos that we're going to watch, she's calm for the most part, and she's in control, and she feels as though she's in control because, again, she has an audience. She has an audience that, for one, is content. So the interviewer is smart to not challenge the interviewee too much, or the person being interviewed too much. I don't know if that's the right word or not, but that's a smart thing because that means that the interview will keep going, and also they'll speak more and give you more content. And also, I thought was also interesting is that before this time, we had never heard from Jaguar Wright again because there wasn't but so many platforms you can be on. So you had to be talented and be in the good graces and have good relationships to be out there. Now, being as though any and everything can be entertainment, including someone who's unsuccessful in that field, we had Jaguar Wright. And the people on this platform that I never heard of before this interview. She might have put them on the map, but I'm sure they was always around and whatnot doing their work. But I'm just saying, I know of them because of Jaguar Wright. And that's when I first came across. These people. And listen, they're gonna do what they gotta do to get views. You know what I mean? But I want you guys to see the storytelling, and I hope you watch this whole series. I might do about maybe 3, if not maybe 2, at least 2. But I hope you watch all parts because now she says, "I'm from North Philly. I was in North Philly all the time, all this type of stuff, right? I was in Brooklyn. I was here. I was there." She talks about basically being a sellout shows before there was social media, without a record deal, no commercial, it's just off of her performance, right? Several things that she talks about. She was a pimp and she was a drug dealer, all these different things, right? Put a pin in that and remember that, okay? When she talks about her family, all these different things, right? Put a pin in that and remember that. Because I want to go through all the most viewed pieces of media or interviews with her. So next we'll go through Storm Monroe. After that, we're going to go through Tasha K. So I want to hit these videos first because I want you guys to go through my experience in the first times I listened to her or heard from her besides the Jay-Z Unplugged. And I cannot tell you how I came across this. I think it was the pandemic. All right. And I remember listening to this whole thing. I listened to the whole interview. Right. And anyway, so let's go ahead and share Storm Monroe's channel. And I want to share him, and I want to just get into that a little bit. I actually have not eaten the entire day. Shout out to me with my fat self. Hey, listen, man. I was 255 at the beginning of the year, like after January. And I know I started eating more so that I can be more solid and whatnot. And I think for the most part, I think my weight, my true weight was like really 270. Because honestly, when I was like smaller, that's why I was eating like once a day, twice a day. I still was eating a lot of protein, but I wasn't eating like the way I need to maintain muscle and whatnot, which is why like I look more solid. So anyway, I'm trying to get my weight down to my goal weight, which was somewhere around 240. So because by the end of this year, by the end of 2024, I have to be 240 pounds. You know what I'm saying? So by my July 27 battle, we got pretty much exactly 2 months. So I should be able to get down to a solid 260 by that time. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, I think if I don't eat anything, I should be like 269, 270, somewhere around there. I know my weight went up and everything, so it should be coming back down. So anyway, so random, right? But anyway, I haven't eaten all day, so I'm gonna try to make this joint about 10-15 more minutes, and then we're gonna call it a night. But I want to go and share this joint. So this is one of the bigger interviews. He actually re-uploaded this interview. I don't know if he still has the other one up, but this is 6 hours because they had to come in and come out. So I guess he put the videos together, right? So I never heard of Storm Monroe either. And so this is a pretty, again, I think he was a very good interviewer for what it was. He knew how to communicate with her. He knew how to keep her talking and keep her engaged. And he got a lot of content out of her, a lot of good storytelling. But again, it's another example where she's in her element and she's cool. And she's also interviewing someone who's not giving any pushback. Now, when she interviews with Tasha K, things will go a little bit differently. So we're going to go from here to Tasha K, then to the surviving Jaguar Wright series, then everything that happens after that, which is nothing. Anyway, no, but you'll see. You'll see. Let's go ahead and share my good guy, my good friend here. So right here, she's going to go into a Grand Theft Auto metaphor, which was brilliant. And what she's talking about is basically how if we can tie negative experiences to dopamine releases, the mind will see that negative thing as a good thing. And she was saying how, so if in Grand Theft Auto, if I do immoral and terrible things in Grand Theft Auto and I get points for it, when I get older, I will associate those negative things with good things when I get older. Okay, so there we go.
50-50. Okay.
And the reason why I say 50-50 is because mumble rap exists, and it don't take no genius to come up with that shit.
Well, see, that's the thing too. I feel like the mumble rap thing is slowly on its way out.
And also, right here, fair use. She's going to do what a lot of liars do. This is an opportunity for her to make a lot of sense, and right now she's going to make a lot of sense. And then I think she's pretty cool in this interview because Storm does not challenge her or get her upset. So therefore, if she's not being challenged and she's not trying to get anything from you, you guys can have a decent interaction. Because right now her ego is being fed. She's getting the attention that she never got as a mainstream artist, as a personality. And another thesis of the situation is also this is a waste of talent. Because when I'm watching her, I see she's a great content creator. Look at how good she is at telling a story and being engaging, talking about not really nothing, but I'm just saying, if she actually, and again, it is a challenge to use the things that you have in your abilities to do good things and to be a good person and actually try to add to the world. That is a very challenging thing. It's very tough because it involves work and it involves humility and it involves accepting I may be wrong about some things. I do not know all. I will never know all, and I do not need to. I am secure in being a regular human being that's going to make mistakes, be wrong about things, and has room for improvement. There will always be room for improvement, right? But doing the work is the most important thing. Without the work, we have nothing. You understand me? Nothing. My podcast not stupid. I'm letting it rock for a little longer.
Oh, and that leads me to my next question.
Well, I hope the hell so, because I'm sick and tired of hearing niggas mumbling. Like, why does everybody want to be a drug addict? Like, it's fun. Like, when we saw people mumbling, we was like, damn, he messed up.
Yeah.
When did that become cool? When did the industry trick these children into thinking that being whores, drug addicts, and assholes was cool?
The early 2000s, early to mid 2000s.
I mean, I don't know. I blame it all. Honestly, I blame damn near like 90% of it on Grand Theft Auto.
Okay. She's about to get into what's a dope conversation. Now, again, when you're a nice person and you have an appreciation for people, you'll have an interaction like this and think, okay, wow, that was interesting. Because she's going to engage you like crazy right now. Going to get into a whole like GTA metaphor, which is very, very smart, very interesting, and has a point to it. So in your mind, she's building up credibility with you, and she's taking this moment that's free of tension to fully engage you. Let me tell you something. Crazy people can be very engaging if you don't know what a good person is, and you haven't defined that for yourself, and you do not have a standard for what a good person is. Okay, because a lot of us think a good person is someone who can be nice for the moment, right? And someone who makes us laugh, and it's someone that we can enjoy being around, which is as part of the experience, right? But I want you guys to really peep this interaction. I'm gonna rock for a few minutes, and we're gonna go ahead and close out. Okay, go ahead, Jack. Go and cook, Jack.
Wait a minute. Now, what Grand Theft Auto got to do with this? Well, you got to tie that in for us now. Grand Theft Auto.
Watch me work. Watch me work right now. I'm going to work.
Okay.
A child comes home.
Child comes home.
The parents aren't there. They have the run of the house. They can do whatever they want. It's Macaulay Culkin time. They pop in Grand Theft Auto. They get a bunch of junk food and shit to get high off of, this crap that they sell that they call food in stores. And while their endorphins are kicking up, the dopamine starts to react. See?
Okay.
Yo, talk that dopamine.
Now, while the dopamine is